Hello people, visitors on this random video from this noob. This time noob is noobing about the APIs. Yeah. Business as usual. I don't know nothing about anything, but somehow have this will to teach people about stuff about computers, networks, systems, servers, databases, programming languages, stuff like that. Whenever I'm boring or when I have some nice ideas how to transfer what I learned over the years for free to whoever is interested into learning things. I also know that today there is these artificial intelligence tools. Everybody needs solutions quick and now, but complete new, let's say, business model is coming out of this, like complete new position and role that you as somebody who is in, let's say, this IT business of information technology will have a chance to, like, got hired in order to fix the AI crap because there was I already saw some locations that goes like, oh, we build everything with the AI, the 70% of function is already working, but this 30% is not, so can you fix it? And yeah, we can fix anything. It's just like I had many times these occasions where I have to refactor the solution that was provided by somebody who was there previously, and then they hit bottlenecks or they figured it out that they have some security issues and what's not. So anyway, today's topic is about how to create the API. Maybe for this purpose would be nice to do some diagram like this, and so let's go like this. You have some API or yeah, this API we're going to build. The API should have these like endpoints depending on what the actual API is about. Let's say you have some product of yours. Let's say you have small store and your neighbors coming to get the stuff that they need for everyday life, so maybe they can buy a slice of pizza or cup of coffee or some cake, or I don't know, some of these products, let's call them. So you have this, then you have this database, so the database it contains this like product table, and in this products table we have, like, let's say, name, we have like this description, points that this article product can bring to whoever is buyer, so he will collect some points because he purchasing every day from you, these goods, and stuff like this. You will have like price is mandatory, quantity, how much of the stuff of this particular product, how much of it you have on the stock, for example. If you are going to create this product, let's say you produced the tomatoes or whatever, then you will have to measure the amount in the default unit of measurements, like kilos. But let's keep it like this for the beginning, because we wish to create simple as possible to Crud API. Now, what is Crud? I believe you already know these guys. I'm just trying to, keep it simple. So Crud is from like create, read, update, and delete. Yeah. So for each of these, under our little API, we need to have like function. So let's call it like create. This one will be like read. This one will be like update. And this one will be like delete. So this is like functions that we will write and be able to do all this in what we say the nodeJS simple JavaScript language to be used in order to build a backend. It's interesting that because in the same language we can do the front end as well. But in this tutorial we will just do the backend services. So it's like these things will like talk to the database in order to create. In order to read it, you will have to like read the stuff from the database, and then again from the post we can just a sec, I have a phone call. Oh my god. Yeah, so for the update, you will have to execute this against the database. Same go for the deletion, because there is like two different ways of how we are going to talk to this. This method will be put, this one will be get. This one will be post, sorry. This one will be put, and then just a sec. And get, I'm just looking for these examples to prepare for you guys. Just a sec. So I have post. Second, guys, to prepare all of these possible statements, because what I wish is that you learn the stuff and not just use some tools, you know, but to be a master of your craft. So yeah, I have possible to do. And get, where is my get? Here is the get. Okay. So this one will be delete. Now let's start to do some actual code. Please, let's try. So first of all, we need to have this node installed. How to install node? There is plenty of tutorials for any operating system that you have. Okay, this one is not about that. Maybe I will do another one on how to install nodeJS on your machine. Since I'm on Fedora operating system, when we install node, we got the npm package as well. npm like node package manager is already in place. You don't have to install it separately, at least in my case. Then what is important to know, that the directory where we located our code, it's this location, and this location, let's call this like web root or app root. And let's imagine like this, if this is the application root directory, for sure, my friend, this directory is like inside of some bigger directory on a file system, but your application, you don't wish this app, the stuff from here not to be able to reach here. Let me try to make visual this and some arrow of the red color. So you don't wish to get out to the parent directory. Also, there is some other things that you don't wish to do in the application root or web root, since all of this we're talking about the HTTPS, which is hyper protocol secured. There is certificate for the SL configured on this endpoint, but the node, in this tutorial we will use the Express, like the simplest possible web server, to operate this little application of ours, this Crud capable API. And we will try to keep things simple as possible and to use simple tools, simple, like you see, this is going to be our editor. I'm not a fan of any of these quick and dirty fancy tools like use Visual Code Studio and use this or Bluefish or that. I'm old grumpy dude and I stick to my old tools. This is we since 67, I believe, and it works perfectly. Whatever you can do in your AI-powered piece of crap, I can do in by probably faster. Anyway, let's get back in business. So what we need to do in this directory, in this application root that we just discussed a little bit, we have to create to initialize the nodeJS with some packages, with some file that will contain the list of everything required for our little application, in this case the Crud capable API. So we will do this by running npm minus or npm initialize with the yes as answer to any possible questions, and you will see that here is currently 0 files, there is nada, but npm init minus yes will like create the packet JSON file, you see, and this file packet JSON is here. We have to edit this file. Here we can put a couple of keywords about it, and we can say tutorial about creating nodeJS Crud API. So we have to put this under the double quotes in order to be the license is going to be GPL1. Description small attempt need to teach some of nodeJS stuff. That's it. So far so good. Now guys, we need this like framework to be able to run our that is able to run our application. We need this minimalistic as possible web server. In this case, in the world of nodeJS, they use this Express IP. We will install it like this. Then also for the database part, remember the database, we will need this MongoDB. So npm I MongoDB to install it. Then, my friend, we need to run like MongoC is like the driver to be used by Express in order to talk to the MongoDB. When is this done? We will have to define actually in our packet JSON. We will define, you see these scripts and this test case where it's like no test specified and exit signs. We need to define our serve, yeah, and we say node index nodeJS, because remember the main file here is nodeJS. Here is crying because we didn't put this here, because when in JavaScript you have more of these rows in this section. You see the section here, so this like name, and here is closed, the scripts, these tests. Okay, and then the service here. In order to run, we need to create the file index.js and say node index.js, and it will start our express here. But first we need to construct it. You see now how installing these express and MongoDB and stuff, it created these directories, node modules and package.json. So let's review. Let's say node modules. You see tons of crap. Anyway, you don't wish this in your code, in your repository, in your anywhere. Also, package lock now looks like this. I'm not sure that you should share this in the repo as well. So in order to avoid the crap, we will like touch.gitignore one file that will tell our Git that we have. The Git client will now, since this web root has to submit some files to the Git server, but not all the crap. Some stuff you don't simply wish in your repo, so simple creation of this gitignore, and we're just ignoring the node modules and package lock JSON. I believe that's the crap. Yeah. Package lock JSON, yeah. So these two things you don't wish in repo, I assume. I'm sure for node modules, but I'm just new, but I'm not sure about this. Since I'm the DevOps guy, and the seventh layer of the SASE model is something that I do if I must, but it's a kind of abstract, a lot of abstraction. You know, today's these prompt engineers, they need to specifically ask specific kind of questions in order to get good solution out, you know. Now, since we did this, maybe to create our little like let's just construct this really quick. So touch index.js, and we will say construct express and the required like this. See, those programmers are crazy guys. They just like construct this variable. We could set or var or let, but depending on what you wish to achieve, we will just go like this. Then we need to construct our MongoC, same stuff, and with single one, MongoC 201e, and then express like this. Okay. Now let's define API endpoint. Okay. And this endpoint will be like get root under single quotes. We put the root. Then, my friend, for sure, semicolon. Then we'll like here is the thing what I wish to advise to all of you guys. When you're doing this stuff, now it's the time to close this in a manner where you will have here like, you know, the request and response statements, and then you will have like you need to throw the response back to the user, which you are going to do under these brackets. But before that, let's like request and response, yeah. And now it will go into function like this, yeah. But my advice is to close it like this, move it this over here, and now you like response and let's say hello from the API to the endpoint of the root. Yeah, and that should be, I believe, enough. And then let's just like try this. So it's listening on localhost 3000 nada, localhost 3000 nada. Yeah, because I need to start the app listen, my friend. Yeah, I need to start app listen. And then good, but and it will be function. So you see what we did here, we output the console that the server is there, but we actually get the output to the user session in the browser to this little API endpoint that we did. Look, now we stop this, we change here hello from the API, from Crud endpoint of the root, answered by noob, you know. And now if I refresh this, nada. Why it's nada? Because the server need to be running, like npm run serve, and now the console saying this, you see, refresh, and there it is by noob, our change got in place. But my friend, it's like you, whenever you do changes, you need to stop and run the server. It can be fuzzy, so that is why we will do stuff like npm minus e no daemon minus big D no daemon just a sec. No minus e noob. Sometimes I just do crappy mistake, and so the node moon, it's in place. So remember how we like introduced the serve. So the dev can be npm run dev. No, it can be no daemon no run dev, yeah, like this. So oh my god, I believe this is the case. Just a sec to check something real quick. So it's node moon, yeah. So it's node moon. Like this. See, everything is fine. But now, my friend, if I listen minus LA, if I like index.js, API, and point, just like this. See, now this changes, and notice when I write, the node moon will restart the stuff over there, so I can simply refresh and the changes are presented immediately. So that's about node moon. Now, my friend, we need to just a sec. So the time is to, like, now we will leave this here just to be able to monitor what's going on with our little API. We'll say always on top. Here we will have our little window editor, the best editor ever, and for it we will also say always on top, because when we're clicking here to not remove it. And I believe it's time to define this product that we discussed on here. Remember the product that will contain the name, description, and what's not. And we need to be able to, like, create this product and to edit it, to get it, to display it, and delete it as well. So in order to do this, we need to introduce some model of our product, so we will, like, construct it like this. It's product, it's required, and under the single quotes we will put, like, just one dot, because we are in the web root, and inside of this web root, here, go inside of models, because all of the models, let's say for the products, models for the services, models for whatever you need to have, so it's more of them, therefore S at the end, so models, and then we will just, because many models will be there, we will have product model JS. Okay. Once when we did this, we will need also to specify the middleware as medium for these operations to happen, because we need to put some data about our little product. We need to put this, name, description, blah blah, into database. For this purpose, we need to create this model first, and then to call this model to write into database, but using this medium. And now this medium people call middleware or middleland or I don't know. But how to do this, we just say the application will use the express, the JSON is the format in question, so you go like this. I believe that's it. So it's crashed. Why is crashed? Why is crashed, my friend? Because there is no modules and products. Yeah, for sure, my friend. So we have to build it first, and then we will see. It's going to be easy. So let's make dir models, and then coach product model JS, and we product. And you see, as soon as we created the file, the server started to rendering again. So for this product, since it's something that is going to be into the database, guys, whenever we're talking about the database, regardless relational, non-relational databases, you need to understand that there is, like, you need to have this data structured in some schema. So it's going to be required, like, Yeah. Mongoose. That is something that is going to be required for our model to talk to the database. Then we will this product schema. We will create this schema because the Mongo is going to be this database that we are going to use. So that's why we have Mongo schema. And then when we define this, we need to specify those fields that we say that we need. And how we do this, just like this, my friend. Let me show you real quick. So let's say here we also need one big, and here we will add it like this. Because here will be maybe another one, and here we will have let's do like this. Oop. I'll explain in a minute. So let's say that we need to have, where is our picture, we need to have these products and we need to have a name, right? So we will say like name, and then inside of this field name you will define the type of this data. It's going to be string. Is it required? Now, can you have a product inside of the database without the name of the product? No. So it has to be true. Okay. Plus, since it has to be true, you can pass like warning. Please define name of the product you or wish to and create something like this under the double quotes, semicolon, since you're going to no, here we don't need, because we have first row, second row, it's required, the boolean is true, and we paste the warning for anyone who is going to create this stuff that it needs to, have this defined name. Now the next one can be like quantity. Okay, so quantity, this data type is number. Okay, is it required? Yeah, it's required, and it's the noob. But if you like just wish to create the product and not define the quantity, let's say you still didn't get the products in your warehouse, but you will need to prepare this product in the database, so later on you can use the update method to change the quantity in the database, let's say like this. In this case, when something is required, but you're expecting the users, the manipulators, the operators, that they are not having this information at the moment of they inserting the data, that they can avoid this by simply you creating the default value can be 0. Okay, so this one is defined as well, right? Now we need to define the most important thing, right, which is price, right? After that we will have some more, so we'll add this as well. For this price, the type will be number as well. Then is it required? Is it required? True. And here is price possible to be 0? Then the default can be 0 if they didn't find it. Yeah. You see, here you have a lot of these questions that you need to talk to your guys, whoever ordered you to build a backend API for it. Some of these questions, but let's keep it simple, guys. Let's keep it simple. So the next thing that every product needs to have is like image, huh? Image. Everybody needs to have image, my friend, right? So let's define this image. Type will be string this time, right? And it's not required. It's false for the beginning. If we will do it later. More. Now the points is something that we can, like, if you're purchasing at my place every day, you're purchasing similar products. Each of these products costs some money, but each of them bring you some points because you're a customer. Once when you collect, let's say, 100 points, you can get them exchanged for the goods in my little shop. So these points, the data type points, points will be like number, right? Required. It's, you see, you can do it like this. It's required, but not required. Yeah. Let me show you the same like we did with the price and the quantity. So we can say, please specify the number of points this product for this product. Right, close them like this. Come here. Actually no. Actually yes, because the default is going to be 0.00. Here also. And quantity is okay. I believe this should be good. Now, since look this product schema, look when I select this, and then we have this name, and then we have this quantity and the price and the image and the points. And since the points is the last, we don't need this. But here we need, because this and this is another one that we wish to have the, the timestamps whenever the product is created or modified, updated. So Now we need to use this and define like our product is equal MongoC model, and product is product schema actually, and now we export this as product. I believe, oops, what's wrong here? It's not here. It's not in the models. Models, product, nodeJS. So what is the error here? The mode is not defined. Fifty-seven. Module, my friend. Module export. As you can see, everything is back in order. Sometimes maybe I'm a little tired. Sometimes you do a little mistake and everything crashes, and then you look, whoa, what's going on? Anyway, let's continue. Since we have our little product schema done, maybe we should like define the products, but first we need to be able to create a product, and then to get these products, and we will see later on. Here let's describe what we did here. Set up the web server. Okay, so next one will be like API for creating the product, right? So this one we will call like app post, okay, and then it will go on API slash products, to the slash API products, and then this, and it's asynchronize the request and response. which will become this nasty little function. Oopsie, and here you do semicolon, up, like this. Whew. Now, in order to post this, you need to like try to post it, you know, and then in this try you will catch the error if any, you know, and then in this error if any you will respond status like 500 JSON, and the message output will be like, you say message is error message, something like this. Yep. So when you're posting, if something is not okay, the web server will return status 500, but when everything is fine, you should construct the product and then await product create from request body whatever the moderator entered in these requests. So application post, so application post to this endpoint, /API /products, and then you separate this, and then asynchronously request and response. I know this can be slow as work, but since we're doing the basic stuff, later on when you're going to have millions of these products, we will do some different shifting left and right and for each and stuff like this, and for one and yada yada, you will see. So we created our little, yeah, look, we created it, yeah. And now, my friend, what we're missing here, my friend, is the connection to the database, and that we will be then able to like pull this into in your, how to say, in your little API. Your API now is up and running. It have function to create a product, but still missing the database. So let's create some database on MongoDB.org, like this, I believe. Yeah, sign in, and this node always the same. Yada yada. Oh my god, don't do this to me. Didn't I told you to remember this machine? So let's do it like this really quick. The request started before I selected the checkbox. That's the thing. You have to select the checkbox and then so the clusters. So I have to create a cluster. No, big cluster, but project. My cover now. Here's the projects. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. New projects. Yeah, we need new project now. New project like Crud nodeJS API. Next. And then add members, that's me. Create the project, yeah. And create a cluster. And then we will be free. And the cluster. City. Cluster 0, city, API, nodeJS, MongoDB. Oh. Create. And now, my friend, this will be the username. This will be the password. Let me remember this somewhere. Password and maybe sure will be the username. That's it. Connection method. We will have to wait a little bit, and now this connection string, I will paste it here for our needs, and we're like done. And now, my friend, all we have to do is like edit this and here we will have like and it go like this. Just a second. You say Mongo C connect equal, and now under these you do it like this. The connection string that you got from the MongoDB website was here, yeah. And then, my friend, since it's a lot in one line, you see, let's discuss a little bit about this. You see the cluster name that we give, but let's start from here. Since MongoDB, look at this domain, mongodb.net. Now you can where is this window? Yeah. Because we use always on top, but anyway, let's like give mongodb.net. There is no such thing. There is the minus type A, you see, but no like this subdomain, you see. How is this? Well, they use the server txt and SRV records in order to craft this protocol. You see, this is like protocol, and then 2 slashes and the username and the password that we created at this cluster right credible retry rights and everything else. But now when we have this, my friend, now we need to say .then and open it like this, and then forward it as like a really badass function. And this function has to be close like this here. And now we will say console log is like connected to the DTBs. Okay, and then we will start the server. We will say this up listen and 3000 port, and it will become a function and this function will say console log server is running on port 3K, single quotes, and the single quotes, yeah. So in console log now we don't need this anymore. Because we're starting because first we need to check are we connected to the database, then to run the web server that is going to display results from the database. There is no sense to start the server for displaying results that you're not able to get from the database. So once when we get connected to the database, then we will start the web server and say the server is running here. But my friend, what we are missing here is like that. We will need this. Just let me check. How is this possible? Because here it is, open, and it's open, and it's never closed. So anyway, start the server. Here it is. Oh, this is wrong. Because this will be that. Yeah. And then we have to catch error, if any. Combine this to the function as well. And close this function and say console log. Like this. This one is up and running. Let's see what is going to happen. Ta-da! So everything working perfectly just like we wish. Now, my friend, let's insert some stuff here. Let's post let's post some stuff into this API of ours. So we can do that with CURL and with like big X post. The header is going to be content. Type is application JSON, the format, the medium, and then minus data that we are going to send are going to be name and like first product name, then this. The next field is like price, I don't know, and the price is going to be 1.50 and semicolon, and then like quantity is going to be 20, and points are going to be, let's say, 10. That's our request, and where to this localhost 3000 /API/products. Part number. What? What's wrong? Name. Oh, I know. I'm so stupid. Because this data has to come here. Oh, cannot post. AP products cannot post. What's going on, my friend? Why you cannot post? We will continue later. This is too much of me doing the shit, but the application post, I have to stop this. Kids doing mess.